package into this like sweet, you know, effervescent girl, and it's just like you see her pop up on the screen, you're just like, oh.
I love it.
Keep
the SAT words coming. Keep it up. I love it.
Not the SAT words.
I'm just saying, no, I love the way you describe it because, yes, Talon, one of the characters that I would argue is on the upper edge, I think, on like the character list. And, you know, I don't usually keep to conversations about tier lists and things like that, but especially when that character comes up, I think there's a lot of strong tools with her. A lot of threatening, mix-up, steals her turn.
Absolutely.
Gets meter really well.
Let's do this.
And the meter is very important to this game. But let's cue into what we have right over here. We have our competitors. 8-Way Funds versus OMEGAXCN right over here. That is Tira with the Taki on the other side. What do you think is going to happen?
Wow, so this is actually a really interesting matchup because, first of all, Taki in the hands of OMEGAXCN, nobody plays Taki the way he does. The way he has been able to position himself with this character as one of the best Takis in the game, I mean, it's amazing. But I've commentated matches with 8-Way before. You cannot count him out. He has the X Factor. He literally is X Factor. So I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out.
Okay, as we're queuing up into the match right over here, it seems that Omega got a little bit of a life lead, pressured a little bit early. Ooh, as he goes into the gloomy state, gets drop kicked off the top rope. Launched up, though, with the counter hit from 8-Way.
Yeah, and that's exactly what 8-Way is going to do. He's going to do a lot of baiting, right? He's going to bait Omega into thinking he can actually do something, and then he's going to take the opportunity back from him. But the way that Omega cancels with Taki, like you literally, look at that cancel, right? Like you only have the option to just soul charge here, just to create some space. And this is something that 8-Way does so well. He creates that space just to bait and whiff punish just like that.
Oh, and I love it. Oh, I thought it would have killed, but cleans it up with the vertical right over there. And that is so smart. And a thing that a lot of competitors know about 8-Way is that his ability to lame you out and time you out and never to overextend once he gets that lead is so strong. And what he's doing over here, especially as he's putting the damage, now he's going to go into the confirm. Ooh, as Omega gets the whip punish.
Already safe. That's the thing. And that's why I like watching Omega play, right? Because you watch him do this, it's just like we were talking about earlier about this graceful dance with Taki, and just no one does it the way he does. But he's going to have to find some defense to deal with this offense coming from 8-Way.
No, it's okay. I mean, sometimes defense, the best defense is blocking with your face. And he was doing that for a little bit right over there. I'm going to leave him to Cole and press that G button, but he doesn't do that off of the launcher. It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
And you know what's crazy too? Like, I feel like we've been talking for a while now, and this is only round 3. This is only round 3, and that is the caliber of players that we're dealing with here.
Okay.
They're able to just keep you so enthralled in what's going on the screen here. Omega landing that air throw there. He's going to want to push the pressure here.
Well, let me ask you that as you're saying, you know, the way that this match is condensing. As he goes for the duck right over here. Nice point to talk right there. Thank you for the break, 8-Way. As we're doing that, though, do you think it's better when, you know, it takes a long time to play and then, you know, they're trying to risk or minimize the mistakes that they make rather than competitors who want to go in as soon as possible and, like, smoke you and just wants to steamroll you offensively?
I think it's a mixed bag. Okay. I think on one hand, certain matchups, one of the characters should definitely be steamrolling. This is definitely not one of them. Even though Omega is kind of steamrolling right now, look at these cancels that he's doing. But the other thing we have to watch out for here is 8-Way is in Coda. So Tira is extremely powerful right now, and he lands that throw that's only available when she's in Gloomy.
Yes.
He just needs one more sequence. And this is Omega's last chance. He has to charge here, and let's see what he does with it.
Yeah, looking like 8-Way is going to go up with this game right over here. I don't know what she can do. That was so risky for Omega to go for that.
You have to imagine that's not what he wanted. And that's the thing with Taki, right? So she has so many options to cancel out of her possession stance. And one of those options is to go for an unblockable.
Yes.
But I can't see why he would go for an unblockable in the center of the ring when Tira is not even attacking.
Especially with the life deficit and like what was on the line and losing.
Exactly. And like I said, even though Taki can, you know, go on and on with offensive pressure, you still have to think about it. And that's the thing that separates Omega from other Taki players, is his decision making with when he cancels, when he presses a button, when he moves. It's so different from any other Taki I've seen. But like I said, 8-Way is the X factor. He has the X factor. You cannot count him out.
I dig it.
You can't. You just don't know what's gonna happen. And on top of that, I don't want to jump ahead here, but Tira's not the only character he plays. So I want to see what happens if Omega gets the upper hand. I'd be interested to see if 8-Way goes for a switch.
Okay. Well, let's see throughout it. So far, it doesn't look like a switch will be necessary because 8-Way is doing a lot of the decisions correctly as they're dancing around each other. Goes for the disco spin kick right over there. Nice. Sickle spins around. Goes for the change into Jolly.
Ooh, Whiff City. Nice whip punish from OMEGAXCN here. And this is what I'm talking about, right? So 8-Way had an opportunity to really push the pressure and keep Omega at the edge of the ring, and he opted to just back off.
Not needing to back off so far. A couple of mix-ups caught him, either going for step stun combos into the hit confirm. Omega looking good in that round, but just barely.
Yeah, and they're really feeling each other out here.
Yo, and take a look at it so far. So many stand switches have happened, and it's only the second round. It only has 3 more switches until 8-Way is going to be in a Gloomy Coda. And that's going to be so strong, especially in the last game when he got Gloomy Coda and got that damaging grab confirmed. And it's no switches this round, well, this one. But not even getting a chance to play.
Yeah.
Until right now.
Right, and 8-Way has kind of been taking his time. And that's the thing with Tira as well, right? Like you mentioned, the Gloomy Coda mechanic that she has. You know, she can go ahead and afford to lose the first 2 rounds if she really wanted to, right? Because Coda really brings her to another level, but it doesn't look like she's going to get the opportunity. Now this, I mean, 8-Way really has his back against the wall here because now he's down by 2, but he has Coda. That is the X factor. I mean, he might as well have Coda as well, like as a person.
Oh yeah.
Like,
like how would that work? Like if you have like Coda as a person, like I can do all the reads, I ace every whip punish.
I would imagine it'd be pretty scary, but look at this positioning coming from Omega again.
That was a nice stuck though.
Yes, Taki, one of those characters that's soul charge. Her pressure just becomes even more oppressive to deal with. But again, 8-Way not giving up.
I don't think that was the time they wanted to go back into Jolly, but pops the soul charge, has access to the moves. Ooh, but it just gets smoked. One more is gonna do it, and Omega, those 3 rounds straight, no round for 8-Way funds, who 8-Way was looking really good in that first game, and then the second game, Omega was just like, all right, I was just playing, y'all, I was just playing. You know, let me go ahead and do my thing real quick,
right.
y'all.
And what a response from him.
That was a clapback if I've ever seen a clapback. But
what a clapback, and again, clapback from. This is what I'm saying about OMEGAXCN, right? Just the way he plays Taki, it's like even if you win against him, like it's not over. You know what I mean? Now it's like, damn, you gotta deal with him for a second round. Damn, gotta fight him again.
Oh yeah, you do.
And look what he was able to come back with, and I thought that was just such good play from him. And the adjustment really was just he just turned up the offense because again, 8-Way has that play style where he likes to take it back. He, like you say, he likes to play a little bit lame. You know, he likes to bait you with the taunts and things like that. But if you just throw the offense at him, you know, that's a lot to handle, and it's overwhelming there to deal with.
It was. So we're going into the third game right over now. They just went for a change of the stage. Okay, we over here. Yeah, this is the best. This is one of the stages that changes over time. If you guys don't frequent Soul Calibur as well, this stage specifically has walls, but these walls are temporary. They have 3 levels, so if you break 3 of them, like in the span of the rounds that you go into the game, it becomes a circular, large ring out stage on all sides, and you can get ringed out from it. As you see, it's blue, changes to yellow, then red, and then it gets smoked from there.
Yeah, and that's such an important point to bring up here, right? Because this is one of the few stages where it will change the way you play the game as the rounds go on. So right now, they don't have access to ring outs, which I've seen Omega. I've actually been a victim of a lot of those.
Yeah, I already know what the type of conversions you're talking about.
Exactly.
You're just thinking, okay, I got a counter hit, I'm launched up in the air, I'm good, and it's gone as it goes for the grab.
Yeah, but you know, they might not even end up needing it, but let's see what happened. Omega going for that grab there, putting the first
Did you see that grab? She just went just behind her. She just said, let me touch your neck real quick. Let me bless you real quick. There you go.
Taki is Taki in, okay?
Oh, okay.
She's Taki in right now.
Oh, that was hot. Like, not unlike the Taki chips, but okay, as we go launcher, counter hit. Feeling a little bit spicy. Nice confirm.
Yeah, and I noticed 8-Way is not ducking that 4BA coming out of Taki. That second hit is a high, but you have to react fast to it.
I think there was an attempted duck, not on that swing specifically, where he would try to go for a whip punish, but Omega being present and having the good cancels, he canceled it, go for a sidestep, and made him whip his whip punish. Not in that aspect, though. That's what you were just talking about. Oh, my God. An awkward time where the commentators didn't curse them, but it's not going to get them the game. Omega's sitting on one more round in order to run away with this set right over here. What's A-Way got to do?
You know, that's a very good question. I don't think he has time to say a prayer right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, you know, we can always just do that.
But look at those cancels coming out of Taki, right? I mean, you can tell Omega's really feeling himself. He doesn't really have to overextend much, but I really feel like he needs to keep the offense going as he goes for a soul attack, but it gets completely shut down.
I could have told you that wasn't going to work. The freeze happened.
Shut down.
Brick attack. Soul charge. Get off me. Okay.
Yeah.
Time for A-Way to play the video game. Oh, nice duck.
And the wherewithal to cancel your taunt to duck the projectile. A-Way totally on X Factor here.
Oh, nice with punish. Okay, goes into the confirm. What's the Oki? GI steps in. A6 lethal hit. Counter hit confirm. Blows up. Right. Drop kick. Oh my God.
And goes into soul charge. A-Way. I mean, Omega is looking to really just end this when he
It's
can.
okay. The mix-up's so strong, you got the names confused. Okay.
And speaking of, 2 rounds straight, 3-0.
Yes.
Omega, what a response.
That was a strong response, too. And,
very strong response.
And we've all seen OMEGAXCN play this game for years. Play Taki, not just this game, multiple SoCalers. He's a veteran of the scene. And one of the things I've been constantly, as you know, he can see the thumbs up from the side. He's like, "Duel, I did it!" I was like, "Yes, you did, buddy. Yes, you did." I love that guy. But unbiased commentary. As we're talking back into the match, though, it was so good because what I was saying is the experience level, how he was able to adjust that style. Once he knew 8-Way was a bit more passive in that sense, he felt a lot more comfortable presenting those cancel options to them, mixing him up. And even though 8-Way did have a couple of nice calls when it came to evasion, as far as the ducking, the side steps, it really didn't matter because one, Taki is very good at adding in guard pressure, which does a lot of chip damage. Which is unfortunately going to decrease your health.
Yeah.
And then those times when he did have those punishes, whether it be like block the low or did like a duck into the cancel confirm, into the stance, and into the damage, it just seemed that he came out on top in a lot of those.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, 8-Way does have that X factor, but again, with Tira, I mean, depending on how you play her, she has a lot going for her. You know, she has the coda mechanic, she has a personality mechanic, which changes up the way you have to approach her and things like that. And I feel like he used that to his advantage as much as he could. But at the end, I think it was, as you've mentioned, I think it was that offensive pressure coming out of Omega with Taki that really just put 8-Way against the wall.
Okay, and we're back against the wall here, literally on the Big E stage. Hopefully you guys can pay attention to what's happening with the screen right now. It seems like we got a little bit of a Matcherino Soul Calibur 6 at Summer Jam 2022. So if you guys don't know that, you go search that up, that link that is in the bracket right now. And what you can do on the screen, to the center is the page, but to the right, these are a couple of goals. What you do, you can select that top one to contribute to the prize pool at the moment. And below that is a contribution code that you can put in claim, and a couple of challenges for you guys to do. So if you get a couple of shout outs, click a couple of links, follows, tweets, likes, you can donate a little bit of change towards the pot, get these players paid out, show your appreciation over here at Summer Jam 2022 Soul Calibur 6.
Absolutely, and if codes and links are not your thing, just go ahead and open up your wallet.
Open up that thing.
Just open up your wallet, throw some coins in the pot. Our goal is to reach $1,000.
I literally opened up my wallet today, and after all the Dust Bunnies came out, I found some change in there. And then I was like, I'm about to give this to Soul Calibur and everything.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I mean? And, you know, Matcherino has been such an incredible tool within the community to crowdsource in terms of getting the prize pool to where it should be. So we would really appreciate it if you guys go ahead and give what you can.
Okay.
Absolutely give what you can.
Okay. And as you guys, I just wanted to let y'all know, we're going to be having our next match coming up shortly. You guys just saw OMEGAXCN, who took it 2-1 over 8-Way Funds. Very great effort on their end. It seems like they're going to be progressing in the bracket. But we have, I think, it's going to queue up the players in a bit, but one sitting down on the left is SLYTIGER, and the other one on that right side is Twice. Twice today, every day, getting up there doing the work all day. I love this. But I wanted to say, last Summer Jam, I was actually the bracket that came similar to this one. SLYTIGER actually had a very good performance. Made it out on top 8 loser side.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes, that was a very phenomenal effort that they had. I think beat out Yoshi 6, or if I have that correctly, but really showed out, performed fairly well. And the other competitor, Twice, I've had conversations with Twice, and they were Killick as well. They played the Killick, but with them, I think what I said a couple of similar players. It was a conversation I had with Twice, Master CJ, and I believe it was Incendia. And what I basically said to them is that you guys, I think you guys have a very good like set of skills, and your improvement in the way that you've been playing, you're good. And I think one of the things for them as a player was that they said, a lot of people tell me I'm really good, and that I don't perform the level at I think that I should. And I think his mindset was coming out from that. But it seems like he has a very good mindset going in, and I want to see how he goes to this test against one of the best Talums in the world right now, SLYTIGER.
Absolutely, and I mean, and just talking about the match in general, I think that both Talum and Keelik have enough dirt with both of them to really, you know, get the win on the board. But this, I think this is really going to come down to experience and how specifically, how is TWICEADAY going to deal with Talum's shenanigans? That is the key to the Talum matchup. How do you shut down her shenanigans? A lot of them are not real. Are you as knowledgeable about those stance transitions? And that's going to determine how this matchup goes.
I know I'm not. I tell you, when she's over here, she's swinging them Tompas, man, I'm like, oh. I'm begging for my life. I'm like, help me. Like, when she jumps like that and she goes for that, I'm getting smoked. Pogo stick.
Yes, nice whiff punish. And again, TWICEADAY showing that he has some knowledge of this matchup. But again, Sly's going to have to figure out what can he get away with, right? And he's right now, he's still trying to feel out the matchup.
Okay. Oh, my God. That was a GI, though. He went for the grab and didn't reach out. That was so much mom spaghetti in that past couple of seconds.
Absolutely.
Literally went for the air-to-air hit, continued to confirm into the break attack missed. I thought that was a whip punish. Went for the GI the same time he went for the grab. It didn't reach on both ends, and then he cleaned it up in the end. TWICEADAY. Looking good, but oh, that was so scrambly.
Okay, here comes some plus frames into pressure coming from SLYTIGER. What is he going to do with it? And TWICEADAY is just not having any kind of plus frames whatsoever. He's just not having it at all. All right, he's pushing him towards the edge of the ring. Let's see what he does with it.
Okay, gives him the karate spin kick.
Oh my God, what an avoidance.
That? He attempted a whip punish. It wasn't even a bad whip punish. It was just he recovered in time and so much movement. Oh, that's going to get blocked though.
And again, when I talk about Talum shenanigans, this is what I'm talking about. Her ability to be able to just go into her super, what feels like whenever she wants to. But speaking of, I mean, she just wanted to take that round from him, and which she did. But we're going into round 3 now. TWICEADAY did use that meter in the last minute of the last round. That's really going to hurt him here because now Sly has another bar to work with, and that makes Talum dangerous.
It does make Talum dangerous. And like I said, Talum has a lot of those reversal edge shenanigans. Oh, try to go for...
No online shenanigans for you. This is offline. This is offline. You cannot do that. This is offline.
How many killings you see go up and do that wake up attack? Too many.
Too many.
Hey, if we see a Killick back turn K, you gotta give me like $10. I got you right now. If you see a Killick back turn K, because they ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I rarely. Let me tell you, and no offense to the online Killick players, but in an offline environment, that move rarely works.
Yeah.
It rarely works. But speaking of, this is gonna be some really good pressure for TWICEADAY, but didn't even get a chance.
Oh, and you see how he just
really use his soul charge there.
They didn't. Unfortunately, lost the game right there. It was so powerful that we lost the signal for a second.
I know.
The game. SLYTIGER is going to be up by 1 TWICEADAY right there. Get you a little sip of the water. Nice Fiji quality stuff right over there. What, did he go for the islands for that?
It's so funny because I feel like he went for the resist impact and we lost the connection. I think we need to talk to Bandai Namco about that. It's too powerful.
Oh, it's Bamco's fault? That was
SLYTIGER.
As we're going back into it, SLYTIGER is going to be up by 1 into the second game right over here. Okay,
oh, nice whip punish.
Yeah.
Oh, twinning!
When the commentators are in sync. Okay, as we go.
Nice interrupt, and again, you're seeing TWICEADAY make those connections. Where can he press a button? Where can he sidestep? And it's paying off. This is not going to be out, but this is going to be some good pressure from him. Is he going to be able to take the round? Just needs one more hit.
It's his round to lose. I'm telling you right now. It's his round to lose. He backs up, goes to the defensive point, but chases him back. right over there with the lethal hit cancel, takes the first round. And this did happen in the first game, but SLYTIGER was able to adjust from there. So I'm not going to say it's in TWICEADAY's momentum currently. Okay, nice rising K over there. Hit attack.
Yeah, let's see what he does with this. He's going for a lot of those lows, which is great. And now you can kind of see he kind of has SLYTIGER on the defense here, which is a really good thing. But now this positioning completely avoids the low, and this should be the round for TWICEADAY. Already up by 2.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Fly. One of the best things I see from that round, and especially as a pacing, any Calibur player, I think he has a great sense of timing when SLYTIGER wants to press buttons. That sense of timing that he just took and launched him out of the game. You literally took a sip of water. You were just like, oh, the round's over already?
I was just trying to refresh my vocal cords here, and he was just like, you know what? Let me just hurry this up for you.
Let me give you... I'm going to speed run this round. Let's go to the third game already.
Yeah, and again, I would say, on the matches that we're seeing so far, the tail of the responses, right? What a response coming from TWICEADAY, really putting SLYTIGER on notice, like, hey, I'm onto your shenanigans. I know you're a Talon player, but we're not having that today. So SLYTIGER's gonna have to really do some adjustments. I would like to see him go into some of her other transitions. I think he's really playing a straightforward Talon right now, but now we're on a stage with no ring outs. And as you saw from that last round, TWICEADAY really benefited from having access to ring outs. So this is going to be a different type of matchup, and you're going to see SLYTIGER turn up the offense here.
Okay, now we're in the boxing ring right over here at night, and it's already placed in the corner TWICEADAY, that is. Ooh, goes for the spin around 2 times, the fake out. Oh my god.
What did I say? What did I say? He was going to turn up the offense, and here it comes. That's going to reverse side, put him right back to the wall again.
Oh, you got to think that's going to be the round. Oh, does not continue it with the game, but this is Twice's round to lose, and definitely he lost that convincing fashion as well. Oh, that was not the game that you needed after that performance that you had in that last game. That's unfortunate right over there. Checks him. Oh, Resist Impact is going to take that. Goes for the GI lethal hit. Sends him to the corner. Oh, that was such nice conversion off of the air jump as well.
Yeah, and this is really good stuff for Twice. I mean, because he's playing the defense really well, even though he just got clipped. Commentators first, but here we go. SLYTIGER into the soul attack. Now, this is his to win here. He's got to use this soul attack offensively. Here we go, and that's going to be it. And like I said, this positioning in Talon's favor. The stage is in her favor, everything. But TWICEADAY does have a bar of meter. He needs to use it pretty soon. He's working up to 2.
Oh, but doesn't take the throw right over there. It's going to get faced to Oki. Have to deal with the pressure. Oh my gosh, it's going to get whip punished. Oh, goes with the GILG shenanigans. It didn't work out. Why did he fully commit to the break attack?
And we said that it's really hard to do Keelix's wake up unblockable attempt offline. I mean, it's really reactable, not really good. But hopefully this soul attack, this soul charge coming out of TWICEADAY is going to put something on the board for him. Is that a punish? Yes, it is.
It does. And this is post-patch damage, but it's still going to do a little bit of hurt because he's tiny in guts. Oh my god. It's just going to be one mix up into death. Whip is that. Break attack. Oh, it's going to get hit over there. No. Now he has to deal with the Oki. This is going to be one mix into death. And SLYTIGER is going to steal that last round and advance into the bracket. Good stuff to TWICEADAY, but no cigar.
You hate to see it. I mean, somebody has to win. Somebody has to lose.
I hate to see it on multiple levels. One, I hate to see Talon win just in general. Unbiased commentary. I'm going to tell you right now, Talon, I'm going to leave it at that. There's been a lot of games lost in Soul Calibur due to this young 15-year-old girl, and I'm not having it.
And she's all about the winds and the winds, and you know, she's being carried by the wind.
No, it's okay. She'd be blowing me, but you know, I don't got. It's neither here nor there.
Yeah, and like I said at the beginning of that set, the stage change was going to be in Talon's favor, and it was going to give SLYTIGER the opportunity to really turn up the offense, which is exactly what he did.
Right.
And that's how he was able to do that. He was using more of his transitions. He was doing more mix-ups. And that's kind of how you play Talon, you know what I mean? You mix up where you can, and you really just figure out where your opponent is going to have a problem dealing with the offense that you're putting out there. And he really just took it convincingly. Again, responding to the 3-0 with a 3-0 of his own.
Of course, yeah. It was so volatile, that set, on both sides in order to play and compete with the competitors right over there. But I thank you guys for meeting us so far with this Soul Calibur 6 bracket. This is B Block. Unfortunately, we're going to our next match in just a couple of seconds. Clive, as we're going back into it, like, what pattern are you seeing with these players? Because I think there's a certain pattern that I'm seeing, and I wanted to see if you noticed.
Well, in terms of pattern, I don't know if I've picked up the pattern yet. But what I will say is the level of competition that we have, every set we've had thus far has gone down to the final set.
Yes.
Which should be pointed out, which is normally the case, you know what I mean? I think the group of Calibur players that show up to compete are incredible. You cannot count anyone out. And that's the pattern I'm seeing here is that, you know, everyone showed up ready to compete.
Yes.
Despite everything that's going on, despite this game, despite whatever, they're ready to compete. And looks like we have AQUA on the right.
Yes.
AQUA, fellow New York player. And God, LEGENDGEAR. Oh
yes.
my God, I fought this guy online. Oh my God. So it's nice to see both of them playing. Now, AQUA, I know a little bit more about AQUA. AQUA has the potential. Again, you cannot sleep on anyone on the East Coast. AQUA really does have the potential, and he has they have access to several characters. But let's see what they do with Tira.
Yeah, and AQUA, one of the more like proficient Tiras that I'm familiar with, they got a great sense of the competitors' timings, and I think as a Calibur player, when you know when your opponent wants to like press buttons, and then you could just feel like, oh, you're just smothering them based on your options, your defensive options. They're ducking and getting the whip punish. Like, it could be so disheartening, especially against a player. And what Gear is going to have to do, he's going to have to change it up to where all these pokes, all these challenges, all these aggressive but non-aggressive challenges like that, he's going to have to know where he needs to put those options.
Yeah, and again, you know, I just, prior to AQUA played extended sets with Sabinduce, who is also a Siegfried main.
Yes.
So AQUA's ready for this matchup.
All right.
They are primed for this matchup. And one of the things that I do know about AQUA, they will abuse the fact that you won't shut down some of their offense. They will do like double load, double launchers. Like, they do not care. But LEGENDGEAR is really looking to turn up the offense.
Punish that. No, I feel that.
AQUA.
No, I feel that, man.
Took my breath away. That was such a good punish.
No, the punish was good. It was so optimized. She had the signal. We was like, we going round and round and round and round. I digged it. Tried to go for a GI. I would not know where that came from. There you go. And one of the things as far as knowledge that I don't think LEGENDGEAR is challenging is that you can actually duck that if you're fast enough for the little hula hoop sickle. And he didn't challenge that in that aspect.
Correct, and again, that's gonna be it. AQUA taking it 3-0 already, and
that'll be the first game. Yep.
That's such a good thing, such an important thing to point out, right? So I believe that's Tira's 3A plus B. I might be wrong, but that hula hoop move that you pointed out.
Yeah.
So you can duck after the second hit, or if you hold the entire thing, she is -12.
Yes.
LEGENDGEAR didn't do anything with it.
Right.
Didn't punish afterwards, didn't duck. And that is a problem.
Yes.
Like, that's one of Tira's key moves. You've got to shut that down.
And if you don't shut that down or show and represent that you can counterplay that, I think it'll actually let AQUA get away with a lot of things that they specifically shouldn't be able to get away with. But it seems like the timing and everything, all the choices that AQUA is going for, everything is just hitting so far. Look at that.
And Tira, one of those characters that can mess with your timing, right? Because she has so much going on, right?
Yes.
She has the personality, she has the coda, she has all these different types of moves that she has with this hula hoop of death of hers, right? And that's really going to work in AQUA's favor.
I like how you say that. A lot of people like to say jolly, gloomy. You say personality. But personality doesn't get it done. Sometimes people like looks, and LEGENDGEAR doesn't like the look of that last game as he takes the round over there.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing a little bit more neutral during this round, which I understand, but oof, what a lethal hit coming out of AQUA. Let's see what they do with this. Nice 2B.
Oh, but the GI goes into the lethal hit once again, confirms into the CE. This is going to be a knockdown. We're going to see the sword.
Now, let's see what kind of positioning LEGENDGEAR gets from this. Are they going to running? No.
Oh, no, they're just going to step back, give the space. Trying to go in safely right there, okay. And the slide is going to work in that setting. Oh, but he just gets stuffed out with the button. Ooh, that's going to get whip punish launcher. I disagree.
Yes, that should kill, though. And I really like that AQUA had the wherewithal to totally sidestep that vertical attempt coming from LEGENDGEAR there. Really good stuff from AQUA taking one round. And that's going to make her start the next round in Gloomy, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, she's going to start in Gloomy. She's already halfway to Coda, so LEGENDGEAR has got to keep that in mind. As he's allowing Tira to get all these shenanigans off, she's building her personality switches at the same time.
All right, dig it right over here. Ooh, nice whip punish. As he goes into the sweep, jump attack. AGA is going to do it. Ooh, fakes it out and goes for a throw right over there. Back throw. Doesn't tech. Blockable tackle. Okay, tech the throw in that setting.
Oh, and look at that reaction. Aqua knowing that move would tech crouch.
Oh
totally interrupting everything that LEGENDGEAR was doing. But here comes some plus frames coming from LEGENDGEAR. Is Aqua going to soul charge? Yes, they are.
Oh, look at you. You play the game. Oh, my God. Literally, you said it, and then it happened.
That's one of the things people forget about Soul Calibur is the soul charge mechanic in Soul Calibur 6, it's a nice get-off-me tool. In that situation, LEGENDGEAR did his soul charge, and that gave him plus frames. The only way out of that was for Aqua to respond with the soul charge of their own. So
I dig that. Smart decision-making. Ooh, doesn't get the whip punish off that block low, though. That's unfortunate. He went for it again, and he's not getting punished.
And I don't know why Aqua's not punishing that low kick from Siegfried. It must be a specific matchup. Maybe
oh, there's a back throw. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe, no, it's okay. Maybe Tira has difficulty punishing that move. That has to be the reason why, because that move is super punishable.
And as we're going into it, Aqua is one game into going into the next round of pools. But LEGENDGEAR just evened up the rounds 2-2 right now and has an opportunity to even the set 1-1. What's he going to do in that setting? Oh, thanks for a grab right over there. That was so risky.
And again, this is bad news for LEGENDGEAR because they are playing against Aqua in Coda, sitting on 1.5 meters.
Not sitting in that state right over now because it went into the transform. Oh, and gets the hit confirmed right over there. Oh, that goes into a new heavy trap launcher. Okay. Run up soul charge. I like it. Okay. And the strong point about that is that now he's not in the stance change. He was in Jolly, but it is negligent because it's in soul charge and has access to those moves regardless. Goes into the counterplay soul charge. Tried to go for a whip punish, didn't work out. Whips the throw. Doesn't get a meaningful punish. Hits the mid into the low though. Ooh, the explosion works. Pop that pimple.
All right, Aqua just needs one more hit, and there it goes. Aqua taking it 2-0 over LEGENDGEAR. And I just appreciate the way they did that. Look at that. Complete sidestep. They read that. They read that vertical was coming and completely sidestepped into launcher and took that entire step. So, you know, NLBC strong. Aqua's from NLBC, you know.
Okay. No, it's okay. Go off. Unbiased commentary.
You know,
no, just it's okay a little bit.
Shout out NLBC strong. But no, that was some really great sets coming from Aqua. We were just having a conversation earlier about, you know, showing up to these offline tournaments. And hopefully we see more from LEGENDGEAR. They didn't do too bad. I mean, compared to the first set, LEGENDGEAR really brought it back to a final round during that second set. So good stuff to him.
Oh my gosh, I can already tell you, Aqua, and I've been paying attention to their play for a minute, like the Tira, the decision making, I love, which is on point. There were certain things as far as pattern recognition I thought were good at the start. And then I thought it kind of trolled off because I guess they were expecting LEGENDGEAR to respond to certain things. And he necessarily, I'm not going to say he necessarily wasn't paying attention to that, but he definitely was playing his game plan. And I feel in that game that we just watched, it was something not until the last round that Aqua was like, okay, this is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and adjust to that. But as you guys are seeing so far, we are updating this ever-changing bracket right over here. And one of the best things, besides just the competitive side of it, like Soul Calibur, is that I like is the community aspect of it. And one of the things I think you guys should pay attention to, most of these players that you'll be seeing up, they oftenly play in online brackets. They oftenly go to travel to different events. We actually haven't seen it. Unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see them play their pool play on stream. They have been cooking for a long time. What I'm most interested in is to see, I think I was telling you this before we even got on cam, is to see the people that don't go to a lot of these offlines,
right,
and who make it to that level. I already said one of them was Hibachi. Hibachi our topping segment of the evening tomorrow. And there's going to be other competitors like Stellar. I know they made it out as well. But seeing here, like 8-Way Funds, that's definitely a competitor I can see who can make it to that other side and then excel. And
definitely, because 8-Way Funds has the X factor. Okay. I'm not going to stop saying that.
You're not going to? No, it's okay.
I'm not going to stop saying
that. Are they going to take you for a ride? You think they're going to take us for a ride? I'll do all the Marvel references
you know,
if you want me to.
Speaking of Marvel, my favorite thing about this game is really like 2B's placement. I feel like she came to this game with a built-in X factor. Like she plays like she's an X factor all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, to your point, I think AQUA would certainly have that chance to make it further into the bracket. But again, I just think overall, it's just a celebration for people who really showed up to give us some really interesting sets. And, you know, I don't want to think too far ahead, but, you know, if we get a Voldo, Lord, I don't know about that.
And Voldo's always one of those characters where it's always volatile because one, you don't see them a lot, and but for two, when you do, they usually go freaking nuts.
Yes.
And especially with one that really knows what they're doing, it's so interesting to see. And we're about to get one in Anton so far. But we've seen AQUA Funds play one match before. Very calm, cool collective, small caliber play style, a lot of educated and smart decisions. I'm excited to see how they progress through here.
Yeah, and you know what? AQUA certainly has some experience in this particular matchup. They have played against so many different iterations of Voldo. You know, there's no way. I feel like Nowo, there we go. There's Nowo. There's also
there's no way you could know all the Voldo players. That's
you know, cut me some slack, right? No, thank you so much. Give me some grace. Thank you. You know what? I'm just gonna move on from naming all the Voldo players because I don't want to screw up anyone else's name. But there's another online Voldo.
Manta.
Yes, Manta. Oh, thank you so much.
Yep. I got your
Manta
back.
from the West Coast, and AQUA has fought all of them, so I'm interested to see how he handles Voldo offline as he holds on to a sliver of health, but that is now gone.
I got your back like Voldo got his back as we're going back into it. He takes the round right over there. AQUA Funds trying to find a way to control the storm that is Voldo offense, and Anton is looking good in that sense. Nice whip punish, goes for the break attack, nice sidestep. Hula hoop.
Yeah, and you know, when you're fighting against a Voldo, you really can't overextend too much because Voldo, like you said, is very volatile. Has a lot of moves that it's kind of hard to see coming. Has a lot of mix-ups that'll force you to get some weird interaction like that. I mean, both just spaghetti everywhere, all on the floor right now.
No, it's okay. You know, I like pasta. Oh, that's gonna be a CE question. It's okay.
But he's going to get that extension on the end here, and then he's just going to have one more sequence left. And you know, AQUA already has 5 personality switches, which is certainly going to be important.
Oh, and none of them is going to know how to block over there. Oh, unfortunately so. It's going to be down by 2 rounds right over there. Anton looking fairly good so far. AQUA trying to have some fun. Not decisive on his name. That's a freaking attack into the impact counter lethal hit.
And what a call out. Goes for the soul attack, okay. Doesn't really get much off of it. And this is where Voldo almost becomes like unmanageable. Like, what are you supposed to do with this?
Die?
What?
That's what you had. You die, you scream. Voldo does this.
Yo, I didn't expect you to answer with.
That's what happened on the screen. Climb.
I was not ready for that. You were like, die.
Immediately die. As it happened, I was like, yeah, this isn't looking good.
And then he ends with a pose. Look at this. The audacity.
Oh, gosh.
The audacity of Voldo.
What you talking about a dance club earlier? This is a pose that you have when you do that b-boy stuff and then you just...
Literally.
Oh, I love it right over here.
I mean...
Let's get Aswell on the screen. Let him do the little spin kick breakdance thing
well,
he did. It's a whole party.
Aswell's a little much for me.
You don't know about all that?
Aswell's
another cool thing. Get Taki over here. She'll do like some flips.
Maybe we could
do that.
But the Aswell,
nope.
With the Voldo, no. It's just too much. But I'm not sure what adjustments 8-way funds can really do here. I just find that when you're fighting Voldo, it just feels like a crapshoot, right?
Yes.
It's like in that moment, are you able to play just enough defense, just enough offense to really in the round?
Yes.
And I don't know if 8-way can do that with this particular matchup. It just seems like Anton has all of him, like just has him downloaded here. He's reacting really well to everything that Tira is doing. All right.
Goes for the standard reset, goes for the grab. That's okay. We're going to do a little drill to your back right over here. I'm a great chiropractor. Up, blocks the knees though. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So scary. Like, literally, that's so like, out of context. We've been playing this game for years. Like, if it's your first time watching Soul Calibur and then you just see a character just walking on his hind arms and legs, looking like a spider just crawling around the screen like that, like,
you know, it's giving Pokemon. I mean, it's
no,
just
it's
like,
giving start button on the PS4 into turn off, into I'm gonna go touch grass. Snaps it out of the reversal edge attempt.
See, and I think that's where AQUA needs to tune up there. So he had the wherewithal to sidestep the vertical piece of that sequence coming out of Anton, but he didn't do anything with it. You know, and now in this Mantis crawl position, it just feels like Anton can do whatever he wants.
Yes, I've been noticing that too. It goes into the launcher, but that's a very scary thing. When you especially let a Valdo player know that they could do whatever they want, I think this is how the rounds just get away with it. Unfortunately, this is tournament life for AQUA Funds right over there. If they want to have an opportunity in order to come back and even it up 1-1, they need to adjust right now. And that's going to be the second attempt from that grab right over there. Looking very good. Goes for the low. Soul Charge is going to get the pressure off.
Yeah. I don't know. And you know what, the other thing too, it just feels like for some reason Valdo has a little bit more range than Tira does. And I think that's showing up because AQUA's having a really hard time like closing this distance. And look
that's
at
going to be a
City.
learn into the jump kick. Lethal hit, goes to the break attack. Soul Charge is going to take him down. Go all the way back up. What's he going to do? He's going to launch him up in the air. Gets around to firm. Okay, goes back. Oh, there were like 4 or 5 stance switches in just that round. But
oh no, Anton just needs one more sequence.
Oh my god, and he evaded it!
Oh my god, the tech.
Woo! I was just about to say, AQUA was such a genius in the last couple of decisions. Unfortunately, he did not hold that reversal edge for a bit more than what he did, and it cost him his life.
Yeah, it just feels like Anton had complete control over that match. Complete control. Like, when you're able to control not only what buttons your opponent is pressing, but their movement. Every time Anton went into Mantis Crawl, it's like AQUA really just couldn't do much. Not only because Tira doesn't have that much reach, right? But also because the Tira player knows that whatever they do, Anton can react with Valdo and really just come in with the charge.
Yes.
So that's, I mean, that was pretty rough to deal with. But on top of that, it just seemed like Anton just had everything under control.
Anton did the dang thing. Not with the character I like to see visually on the screen. I hope you guys had fun watching that because I surely didn't. But I do it for the culture out here. You know, guys, you gotta be professional. I'm just saying, you gotta be professional out here. But nah, good stuff to them. And good stuff to just you guys, if you're watching, good stuff to Summer Jam 2022. As we're going into it, Soul Calibur 6 bracket, B block. We got a couple games going. Clive, we just saw AQUA right over there play. AQUA is sitting up to play again, and I'm guessing this is where a lot of the eliminations of the people going home is going to matter. That first match that we just saw, that we had with AQUA Funds versus Anton, unfortunately, AQUA Funds was headed home. This next match, somebody is going to be headed home as well.
Yeah, and this is going to, I mean, again, AQUA has other characters that they play with. But TWICEADAY, I mean, we're getting Keeley with TWICEADAY, but this is really just going to come down to comfort. I don't know if TWICEADAY has played AQUA, but AQUA put on a whole clinic earlier. So very in their ability to really progress in this matchup. But in the meantime, you know, hit up that match arena. Looks like we're at 157.39, which is great.
Oh, no, I want to correct you head in there. That was on another game. So, we're gonna. I think they were just doing some logistic thing. We're gonna talk about the match arena just a second earlier, but you guys go check that out in the bracket. That's okay. Thank y'all for watching the pools. We're gonna get queued up for the games in just 1 second. As we see the competitors are queuing up, if you can hear, it's gonna be AQUA versus TWICEADAY. I don't know if they're doing a button check or anything, so we're gonna check in a second. But yeah, y'all can go ahead and check that Soul Calibur 6 match arena. We got blessed a little bit over there. We're sitting with a couple of dollars that's increased over there. Y'all go check out those set goals over there. If you want to donate directly, you can do that. But if you guys also want to get the claim codes, y'all can do that. But let's go donate to you guys' viewership in the bracket as we're going so far.
Yeah, and looks like AQUA went right to Ivy, so I didn't want to give it up earlier, but this is AQUA's other character.
And this is a great character indeed. You know, not like day one Ivy where like she was like the queen that everyone needed. She's still my queen, but you know, as we're going into the bracket right over here, we want to see how Aqua is going to control TWICEADAY's movement, but also how he's going to go be evasive. And it's not looking like it's good so far. Ooh, goes into the 6-6B and contains the movement right over there.
Yeah, and I think Aqua just has to be careful to not overextend. You know, like allow Keelik to really try to fight his way in. But the other thing is Keelik also has range too, but I'm not sure about that sequence coming from Aqua. Definitely could have gotten a 6-6 BB to get the ring out, but gets rung out themselves.
First of all, why is that a ring out? She was on the ground, she was chilling, she wasn't hurting nobody. I mean, she was hurting the character, and then she's hurting him now off of the lethal hit, off of the counter. But she ain't hurt nobody.
Oh, and I really like this sequence coming out of Aqua here. Goes for a raw 3B, the gall. Nice jump K.
Sometimes you just need to have the audacity.
Yeah, and I think that's what, you know, I find that with Ivy, like, the more audacity you play with, the more dangerous she becomes. Like, something about her moves, when her moves hit, they're just extra disrespectful. Aqua just needs one more sequence to get this win, but he's going to eat this soul charge.
And as we're going into that so far, oh my god, Aqua. Oh, so much damage into this. Oh, was able to take the hit right over there. Is that going to bring out? No, it's not. Oh, but the offense takes it, and Twice is going to take it. No round for Aqua, and I'll tell you, one of the things that I saw with their play, they made a lot of good decisions. That last round, unfortunately, he was playing so compact and defensive. They didn't want to make a mistake, and they suffered for that. Unfortunately, you know when like you don't want to overextend and then you start backing up.
Yes.
Especially when you have the life lead, and you want to be like, I'm gonna make you come to me because I'm gonna make you overexpose yourself, and then you'll make a mistake. In theory, that play usually works, but unfortunately, Aqua gave them too much space for that to occur. Got put against the wall, got hit with a 50% combo confirm, and then literally had 3 or 4 turns taken from them, either being counter hit or not blocking the right way, and lost that set because of that. At least at that angle. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and there's an overextension there again, but nice summon Suffering. I mean, that's really good buffering on Aqua's end.
Okay.
And this is what I'm talking about overextending. I think if Aqua staggered their offense a little bit, that would be a little bit better. But Ivy's one of those characters, if you overextend, she's punishable on everything. You know, she whiffs something, it's going to be a hard time recovering from that. So I think I think Aqua just needs to take a little step back with some of the offense choices, but doesn't look like they're able to do that at this point. TWICEADAY is really pressing the offense really well.
And one thing that I noticed about Ivy, like you said, if those options do get defended against or if they're blown up, they are very punishable. But I think some of the give and take is that if you're very good at defending, if you can counteract like approach, and you're also good at like ducking and sidestepping, her punishment game for a lot of her strings, as we're just about to see here, is really good.
Oh, speaking of punish, what's going to be the reset here?
Oh, that's okay. Nice reset. Ducked the high, though, but it was able to get them with the follow-up mid. Soul Charge is going to be the last stand for them in this round. Hopefully, it's not going to be like the last round where it comes into a Rook Punish. That's going to be the start of offense. That's for the hit grab. Break attack takes the turn. Oh, my God, Clive.
Ooh. Nice. And I was just kind of waiting for Aqua to decide when they were going to go in, right? Which was a really good call. Keelik in Soul Charge, I mean, the offense coming out of this is ridiculous, but Aqua really just took their time in terms of what would be the best way to end that round, but gets punished on the 2-2A attempt.
Clive, I'm telling you, I was so scared because I did not want Aqua to lose that round the same way that they lost the round in that first game right over there. And this looks like it's much better. Goes for the Soul Charge pop, uses the meter. Now, it's kind of 50-50 because it's like you definitely want to hold on to it even if you do lose the round, but I don't know how useful it is going to be, especially if you get by 2-2Ks. Ooh, and there's one more round until TWICEADAY potentially moves on into the bracket. Aqua has their last stand here. Oh my God, and attempted the whip punish didn't work, and then the grab didn't work over there, and that was the SS.
Yeah, and Aqua's sitting on 2 bars right now. It's got to do something, but you can already tell TWICEADAY kind of has Aqua downloaded, and that might result in a ring out. And that's going to be it. You know, it's really unfortunate because I think Aqua had some moments where they could have made better decisions. But again, once TWICEADAY got whiff on, you know, Aqua's going to do certain things, overextend in a lot of ways, they weren't really quite able to recover. Because the Ivy and Keelik matchup is not really bad for Ivy, you know what I mean? I mean, there are things that Keelik can do that are not in favor of her, obviously, but you know, it's still a manageable matchup. But unfortunately, Aqua just wasn't able to stagger a lot of his offense. I think that would have helped him out, really helped them perform better.
All right, yeah, but good stuff to both of them. And Aqua, unfortunately, going to be out, but TWICEADAY still has an opportunity to compete in this bracket, and that was a very important match for there as we're doing it. Going into our next portion of when we talk, and I want you guys to go into the next portion, into your pockets, and actually donate to these players as we get another donation as it's spinning for the match arena for Soul Calibur 6. Now, we saw last time, it was like 150 something else. Over 100 has been put in there, so I want to thank you guys for appreciating that. I think Beardly here actually donated. That was so good.
Yes, and I was just, again, we're just like twinning today.
We are.
I really wanted to give a shout out to Beardly here. I mean, Beardly here has really done a great job with donating a lot of funds to the community during a lot of these.
So I think that's it.
Cool.
I think that was last match.
Yep.
Oh, that's it.
So thank the community for donating so much in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're good. Thank you guys.
No problem.
Well, thank y'all. But as we again, appreciate you guys. Thank you, Beardly, here for the donation. Thank all you guys for donating to the match arena. Wanted to say, this is our first time me and you working together. I had such a fun experience.
I know, right?
Yeah, and we basically were twinning over here, but you guys can catch us back tomorrow for some more Soul Calibur 6 action.
Wait,
Top
tell them
8.
for what? For
Top
what?
8.
Top
Top
8.
8.
Top 8. Yeah, we commentating top 8 tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we're doing it. And it's definitely going to be a great thing. It's going to be high octane competition. Soul Calibur 6 action is going to be live. You're going to have two fantastic voices that you're going to love being on the mic for you guys MCing. But for you guys up in the chat, unfortunately you couldn't be here for today. I want to thank you guys for coming. Check out more Soul Calibur 6 action tomorrow. That is going to be a bracket around 1 p.m. We're going to be on time. And thank you guys for coming. And that's all I got to say. On time to do, and you are.
I am Carbon Cloud, and it's been such a pleasure, you know what I mean? So I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, and thank you guys for tuning in. And again, you can always hit up that match arena between now and top 8 tomorrow. We'd really appreciate all the donations you got.
All right, go check out our Twitters, guys. See you later. Peace. Go check out some more action. Multi-Blood Type Luna is coming up next. Peace.
Wait, are we still on?
Yes.
Did he shut it off?
Oh, that's okay. We're about to leave, guys. It's okay. You can stand up. All right. How you feeling?